Good morning, Joyful Gathering.
Good morning.
There is so much happening in the universe right now that is affecting each and every one of us. The energies are extremely high, and the speed at which change is moving has accelerated exponentially. Illusions, obsolete patterns, and a huge array of emotions are coming up to the surface for clearing and for healing. We can feel the pull and the push of the resistance towards the change, confusion, and sometimes even anger and fear as we journey through the essential changes that are taking place in our country and in the world. So the way to thrive during these turbulent times is certainly not by commiserating and wallowing in our suffering, sorrow, and misery. Don't get me wrong, it's not about not feeling what you're feeling. You know, if you're feeling angry, if you're feeling fearful, if you're whatever it is that's coming up for you to clear, feel it, clear it. But don't spend your time wallowing and really going into these emotions that they just become all that you are, because that couldn't be furthest from the truth. It's definitely not by letting fear, stress, and worry take over your life. It is to wake up and step into your calling. It is to activate your mission to become the leader, the healer, and the beacon of light that you were born to be. So regardless of what you do for a living, what your job is, whether you're a stylist, or a banker, or a financial advisor, or a lobbyist, it doesn't really matter what you do to make a living, okay? It's really about allowing your purpose to be the best version of yourself so that you can shine your light and make a difference in our world. Because really, nobody can do it the way that you can. So if you've been attending services and classes here at Joyful Gathering, you probably already kind of have a feel for what the approach might be to get this accomplished. If you are new, welcome to our spiritual center. And really pay attention to find out how we transmute worry into faith, doubt into certainty, and fear into love. So let's begin by taking a deep breath in right here and now. And choosing to unplug from the world of complicated conditions and strenuous circumstances. Let's take another deep breath in together. As we turn all of our attention and awareness to the divine spark within. So what exactly is the divine spark, you might be wondering? And that is the potential of your divinity. It is the flame of divine energy that is blazing brightly, not in a place far away, really outside of yourself, but right inside of you, right in your soul, in your heart. Jewish mysticism teaches the divine spark is the spark of God. And while it is the same in all beings, it makes each person unique as it gives each and every one of us a distinctive purpose. Ernest Holmes, the founder of religious science, which is the philosophy that we follow here at Joyful Gathering, wrote this in the book, This Thing Called Life. You are to believe with utmost simplicity and complete faith that there is a pattern of your being inside of you, or a real spirit of you, which is as eternal as God, as indestructible as reality, and as changeless as truth. And as Emerson said, every man is a doorway through which the infinite passes into the finite. through which God becomes man, through which the universal becomes the individual. When you shift your attention and completely connect with the divine spark within you, you become an elevated channel to experience the divine love that you are. Because the divine spark is the spark of love. It is the house of infinite possibilities. It is a spark that transforms into sparkles, and we all know how much I love sparkles, and becomes the doorway for you to express your unique purpose and shine. But I'm not just standing here today asking you to simply connect with your divine spark. I am speaking to you from my heart and positively encouraging you to move way beyond a simple connection. I am strongly and lovingly inviting you to fully fall in love with your divine spark. I mean, hitched breath, sweaty palms, flutter in your heart, belly butterflies, and even googly eyes. You know what I'm saying? So let's fall in love with the divine spark, shall we?
We shall.
Falling in love with her allows you to first dive deep into your heart, right? I mean, you can't really fall in love with someone by simply thinking about it and staying in your mind. You have to dive really deep into your heart and you have to feel it. And that's what it's all about. It's about feeling it and allowing that feeling of love to come forward into the wholeness of your being, into the totality that is who you are. You might be interested in knowing that actually the heart's electromagnetic field is 5,000 times greater than that of the brain. And scientists have actually begun to find a circuit of neurons inside the heart, which leads them to suspect that the heart actually acts like a brain. So as you move from your head to your heart, you get to live in the realm of the divine, the realm of ever-expanding good, where no difficult situation, political conflict, or unwanted circumstance can even touch you. You get to become totally enthralled with the divine spark of love that already lives inside of you. You get to strengthen each and every single system and cell of your being. You get to amplify this aura, this magnetic field that is all around you. And when you radiate this radical love, you really begin to magnify this and attract everything that your heart desires in your life. And by the way, you really are the essence of love anyway. So you're just becoming congruent with that love when you fall in love with the divine spark. Deepak Chopra says, pierce through all your illusions and you will discover you are only love. Are you with me?
Yes.
Awesome. So Rumi, the 13th century Sufi teacher and mystical poet, happened to meet just on a random day another teacher who was named Sham. He fell head over heels for this teacher, and they began to journey into this juicy love adventure together. They were absolutely inseparable. They spent almost every waking moment together, really diving in the most devotional and sacred way to find out this true love for the divine within them. They began to flow into that sacred space of devotion and unconditional love. And if you thought your family was bad, wait till you hear what Rumi's family did to this lover of his. His family became so jealous of the deep relationship that Rumi had with Sham that they actually drove his lover away and they actually even murdered him. That's what the rumor says. Of course, Rumi was absolutely devastated. And his unparalleled mystical poetry was actually born out of the incredible desperation and pain that he felt at losing his lover. The relationship with his lover actually showed Rumi how to experience the depths of unconditional love for the divine in this earth. In most of Rumi's poetry, it's actually really difficult to figure out if Rumi was talking about himself, his lover, or God. So love, lover, and beloved became one. In one short poem, Rumi writes, "The minute I heard my first love story, I started searching for you. How blind that was. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere. They are in each other all along." Breathe that in. So to recap what we've been saying so far, you already know what the divine spark is. It is essentially the potentiality that exists within you, right? You know that it's within you, that you don't have to go searching in all kinds of places to find out where this divine spark is, because it lives right in your heart. So I created fun and practical keys to help you fall in love with your divine spark. Let's play with a few of them now, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know where this shall is coming from. It's not like I'm English or anything. I'm actually from Argentina. So.
That's great.
¿Lo hacemos? It's a little more like it. So the first step, it's not really a step, but it's kind of fun to do it in this way. So what if you were to give your divine spark a nickname? Right? Like Honey Bunny, or Sunshine, or Sparky, or Sunny, right? Because it would really be a much more fun way to begin to feel this love connection, right? So let's just do this right now, okay, without thinking about it too much. If you already knew what was the nickname of your divine spark, what would that be? And then the first name that comes to you, that's the nickname. Right? I hear Angel. Great. Any other names you want to share?
Honey bunches.
Honey bunches. Awesome. Very cool. Anyone else wants to share a name for your divine spark?
Sweet pea.
Sweet pea. How awesome. Love that. All right. So now we have a nickname. So now we can really begin this relationship with our divine spark, with sweet pea, with Angel, with honey bunches, right? And so the next step on this journey is to really take a deep breath in one more time together, and to move from the thinking, from the thoughts, from the mind, right into the center of possibilities, right into your heart. Let's do it right now. Sometimes it helps to place your hands right on top of your heart center, because it really brings the physicality of, okay, I'm not in my head, I'm not in my mind, I am here, I am in my heart, right? So deep breath in right now. And of course, when we're talking about the heart, it's not only the actual organ that is right in the middle of your chest, we're talking about this energetic potential that is so much bigger than that. But it feels like we're all here right now. Perfect. So another fun way to really enter into this loving, falling in love relationship with your divine spark is to make sure that you make her a priority, right? You don't want her to become jealous or scornful or think that you don't really care about her. Although, of course, your divine spark is divine, it's not human, so there is no judgment, there is only unconditional love. But it's a real good way to remember to really make her a priority in your life. And of course, you have to give her your attention. And a great way of doing that is to set your intention. So we can set an intention together right here and now. And so your intention can possibly be to really dive deep into your heart and fall in love with your divine spark. And then as you move into your quote-unquote regular life outside of joyful gathering, really set intentions often so that you keep her on top of your mind and you consciously connect with this divine spark. Of course, you also want to spend a lot of time with her. And one idea that I got from one of my favorite books called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron is to actually take your spark on dates, right? So you can go for a walk together, you can play music together, you can sing together, you can do anything that creatively inspires you to really allow this spiritual, loving relationship to flourish and to bloom and to become a ginormous flame inside of you. Of course, kissing, hugging, and public displays of affection are actually okay in this relationship as well. So go ahead and give her a big hug right now. And kissing, we can actually do, this is a little meditation that we teach kids in Kundalini Yoga. So bring your hands to here and then just... Awesome. So do that multiple times a day. In the beginning, you might want to do it behind closed doors so people don't think you're kind of crazy. And then when you feel really strong and comfortable and confident, then go ahead and do it in front of people. So, of course, one of the key components of a successful and loving relationship is to be able to listen to each other, right? Mm-hmm. So the way that you can practice this in this dynamic, spiritual, and loving relationship with your divine spark is through meditation. It is in meditation where you can become fully silent, you can let go of the chatter in your mind and begin to listen, really, really listen with your heart to what this divine spark is guiding you, and it's what is showing you, it's what she is bringing forward for you. So make sure that you plan in advance the times that you are going to meditate, even if it's just 5 minutes a day. Give it your attention, give it this time, and make sure that you sit in silent meditation so you can really get the stream of consciousness that is coming forward from your divine spark. And of course, you want to make sure that you're talking to each other as well, right? Conversation is usually a very great way to make that connection spark even brighter. And the way that we do it right here is through affirmative prayer. And so instead of getting caught up in the conditions and the situations and what's happening in the outside world, we begin to affirm our spiritual truth. We begin to know without a shadow of a doubt that you are whole, that you are perfect, that you are complete, and that all your needs are met at all times. And that you're never alone, and you're always connected, and you are absolutely supported in all your endeavors, in all your desires, and everything that you're willing and wishing to accomplish in your life. Does that sound right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, lastly, or this is the last of the tips, not quite done with the talk, you definitely want to share this divine love that you're generating with the world by really fully igniting your inner spark and living your most purposeful life. See, when you fall in love with your divine spark, you're actually falling in love with yourself. And when you love and accept yourself as you are so deeply, you begin to fall a little more in love with your neighbor, with other beings around you. You begin to let go of any sense of loneliness, disconnection, or separation. You begin to feel the unity, the oneness, and the limitless connection. For there is nowhere that you are that your divine spark is not. Everywhere you go, she goes. You get to experience not just the old, ordinary way of living, but the cosmic unfolding of the extraordinary waiting to awaken inside of you. Love like this can make the impossible possible. The power of love, with a capital L, can move mountains and positively change the world. So this is how you ignite, light up, and blaze your divine spark into a full-fledged flame. It becomes enchanting, enthralling, and it propels you forward into expressing more of God within you, so that you get to enjoy your life more, give more of yourself, feel more fulfilled, be of more service, play more, laugh more, dance, and really experience the ultimate blessings of this unparalleled, loving spiritual relationship. So here's a loving contract, loving relationship contract that came forward as I was putting the talk together for today. So I'm going to read a couple of questions out loud, and if it resonates with you, simply answer "I am" out loud. So here's the first one. Are you willing to fall in love and enter into a spiritual relationship with your divine spark?
I am.
All right. Are you willing to remember, realize, and recognize who you really are? Wait, before you say I am. Especially in the midst of unwanted conditions and difficult times?
I am.
All right. Are you willing to share your unique purpose, which includes elevating and uplifting others while living your life to the max?
I am.
All right. And the last one is, are you willing to receive all the unimaginable good, unconditional love, perfect health, limitless peace, well-being, and endless prosperity your divine spark has in store for you?
I am.
All right. If you answer "I am" to at least 2 of the questions I just asked you, then turn to your neighbor and say, "I am one with my divine spark."
I am one with my divine spark.
I am willing to let it sparkle and shine.
I am willing to let it sparkle and shine.
I am ready and willing to open up my heart.
I am ready and willing to open up my heart.
Rise into my purpose.
Rise into my purpose.
And change the world for the better.
And change the world for the better.
So being grateful for all the blessings and all the miracles that were shared here today, together we say yes.
Yes.
We let it be, and so it is.
Yeah.